9:10 today. It is 9:20. Should be plenty of time. I spy Hyperia. Oh, I think I just saw a test train. Yes. We have action at Hyperia. Park. It says usable planes, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright.
I'm gonna just sing with them.
All parked up. Let's head on in to the park. Hey guys, Theme Park Mark here. Just parked at my last UK park on this European trip. I'm at Thorpe Park, just on the outside of London. I'm very excited to get on the likes of Hyperia today. Did see it testing on the way in, or on the road on the way in. So hopefully it opens. I do see that it's been having some problems recently at the start of the season, but hopefully I can get on it. That's kind of the big coaster here. There's also a few others like the Swarm, which is the B&M, sawtheride, Stealth, which is an intimate accelerator with a top hat, unlike Rita yesterday at Alton Towers. Yeah, hoping to have a good day. The weather looks like it's gonna be pretty good. Still on the chilly side. It is April 1st actually, April Fool's Day. Yeah, sunny skies anyway, so hopefully all the coasters are running. There's 8 coasters here. Hopefully we can get them all in and maybe even get a couple flat rides in. Park hours are, I think, 10 to 5 today, so a little bit longer than Alton Towers was yesterday. So excited to take you guys along with me for the ride as always. So let's head in and giddy up. Thorpe Park. And I'm in. Off to the left, Hyperia. Probably gonna head in that direction, but I might ride a few other coasters first. See if there's any activity on it. Nothing yet. Hopefully that opens. Let's head on in, Thorpe Park. I see a Huss Enterprise over yonder. I'll have to get a ride on that later. Also an S&S Scream and Swing here, Rush. Looks a lot smaller than the ones I'm used to in the US. Alright, continuing on towards Hyperia. We'll start off with a 10 inversion coaster, Colossus. It is intimate, I believe, and when it opened it had the most inversions of any coaster, I believe, at 10. After doing the one with 14 yesterday, which opened later. That was, of course, Smiler yesterday. Alright, let's go for a back row ride on Colossus. Colossus, 10 inversions, opened 2002. That's actually very good, very smooth. The bulky over-the-shoulder restraints didn't hurt too much, or dig in too much anyway. This part was probably the craziest, like 4 of these rolls right in a row. The last inversion was probably my favorite though. Kind of very low to the ground barrel roll going into the brake run there. Oh yeah, Colossus, very good ride. I'm gonna continue on to Hyperia. Yeah, I made it to Hyperia. I believe it is a Mack mega coaster. It looks very good. It's on an hour wait right now. About what I expected. Let's have a ride on Hyperia. Had a front row ride there on Hyperia. What an incredible ride, and that is by far the best coaster I've done here in the UK, and it's not even close. That first drop was amazing. I didn't even know where we were going. It's like, holy crap, we're twisting. You go right up into an inversion. The hang time on the stall is amazing. Lots of twists and turns. That's an incredible coaster. Easily top 10 worthy. Oh, that's definitely my favorite part. Stall into a dive loop. Kind of trims there at the end, but doesn't really take away from the ride. So you're kind of heading towards the brake run anyway. I'm gonna go back around for another ride and then I'll continue on with the other coasters. But yeah, this is just a phenomenal ride. Just to do the regular line this time. The single rider line is much longer than it was before. And then, even then I waited about 45 minutes. This is on a posted 45-minute wait regular, so I figure the line will move a little bit quicker here as well. So let's do the main queue and make the single rider line move a little faster as well. incredible ride. Holy cow. There are, like, besides the first drop where it twists, there's a second drop where you kind of go over like a big top hat and you kind of twist down, just like kind of very similar to the first drop. So, well, just an amazing ride. I think my favorite element is this stall coming into the dive loop here towards the end. First drop just catches you by surprise the first time, especially on the front row there. Like, I was looking down like, where is the track going? Where is this drop going? And it went kind of beyond vertical and did a little twist there near the bottom. So that was fantastic. Probably one of the best first drops on a coaster I've experienced. Love to get more rides on it. I waited 35 minutes that time in the regular line, so I think that was the right decision instead of doing the single rider. Still got more coasters to do. About 5 hours left. So I'll start knocking out some of these other coasters, starting with this Gerstlauer Eurofighter Sawtheride. So there's a single rider line for Sawtheride. It's a 50-minute wait right now, so I'll try the single rider line out. Got the back row ride on Saw. Back row ride there on Sawtheride. It's a pretty solid Eurofighter, I have to say. Better than a lot of Eurofighters that I've ridden. Not the best. That's still a TMNT shell raiser in my opinion, but still a solid ride. Well themed. I remember watching a couple of the Saw movies way back in the day. Haven't seen all of them, so I'm not 100% familiar with the source material, but I think watching one or two is probably good enough. Anyway, solid ride. That's 3 down, 5 more to go. I'm gonna head on over to, I think Walking Dead is next. And the single rider line was non-existent. That literally took like 2 minutes to get on, so that was great. Onward. Walking Dead is closed, so how about a B&M invert instead? This is Nemesis Inferno. After riding Nemesis yesterday, this is its quote-unquote baby sister, I guess. This is something I don't think I've seen on a B&M invert before. Some interlocking corkscrews. That's definitely different.
Please hold it tight, place your head back and brace yourself.
as good as Nemesis Reborn. This was different here, kind of going through the little building before the lift hill. Yeah, not as good as Nemesis Reborn, of course. Wasn't expecting it to be, but still very solid ride, very intense. Love the interlocking corkscrews. Just an overall solid ride. Of course, being a B&M, very smooth, very comfortable ride. Just overall very enjoyable. So I think up next I'm going to head on over to Stealth, which is an intimate accelerator coaster. And then maybe take a quick break after that, I don't know. Still a few more coasters left to do. And I'll probably finish up at Hyperia. Yes, let's head back around on Stealth.
Place your heads back, face forward, 3, 2, 1, go! Go! Go!
Trick pony, but it does that one trick very well. Stealth Intimate Accelerator. There's not that many of these left out there. I did one at Knott's Berry Farm not that long ago, called Accelerator. That one's probably a little bit better, I'd say, than Stealth, but this is it's a good ride, especially on the back row there. You get yanked over that top hat. Get quite a bit of sustained air time. It's a solid ride, that's for sure. I think 3 more coasters left to go, but I'm going to take a quick little break after this and then we'll continue on. Finishing my lunch and saw The Walking Dead was opened up. So I'm gonna have a ride on this. I don't know too much about it. Just a Vekoma indoor coaster. I'm assuming themed towards The Walking Dead, the TV show. Let's have a ride on this.
We've made it. Remain in your seats. We're surrounded. The unknown bay is up ahead. We'll keep you out there.
Well, escape the zombies there. Walking Dead the ride. It's actually very good. indoor coaster there. Love the kind of the mid-course break where you're like failing to keep going. Start it up. Nope. Start it up. Nope. Start it up. That was actually kind of cool. It's a very smooth ride for the most part. So another one down. 2 more to go. I think there's the Mac Power Coaster, Flying Fish, and the Swarm. This is the B&M Wing Coaster. Those are the last 2 coaster credits to get here at Thorpe Park. So that is what's coming up next. Flying Fish is currently closed, but looks like it's testing. So I'm going to continue on to the Swarm. Have a ride on that B&M Wing Coaster. Let's go for a front row ride on Swarm. B&M Wing Coaster. That was excellent. I think it's the second B&M Wing Coaster to open. Actually, I haven't been on a wing coaster in a while. I think Phoenix was the last one at Overland. This was fantastic. Our front row ride there. Love the first drop. You're kind of hanging there on the inside. Although technically I do prefer being on the outer side, which would have been the right side on this on the first drop. We didn't get to pick the side. Just fine. Love the near misses here with the sign. And just overall great B&M Wing Coaster. Great theme too. Love the little roll at the end, the slow roll. Kind of reminded me of Thunderbird at Holiday World. I think I'm gonna go around for one more ride here. Saw Flying Fish was open as well. Saw that was running below me on the first drop. So I'm probably gonna head to that after one more ride here on the Swarm. This is a very good B&M Wing Coaster. I'd have to say, really the only B&M Wing Coasters I can think of that are better, or that I like more anyway, are Gatekeeper at Cedar Point and Thunderbird at Holiday World, with Thunderbird being the best. Of course, one just opened up at King's Dominion, Rapterra, which I have not ridden yet. For now, I'd say this ranks number 3 on B&M Wing Coasters for me. Better than X-Flight, better than Wild Eagle. I'm going to continue on to get the last coaster credit that I need from this park, and that's Flying Fish. So I'm going to head over that direction.
dudes. Keep those fins inside the fish. Hold on tight, because you're ready, the fish is ready, and here we go!
We save the best for last there. Flying Fish Mac Powered Coaster. That is +8. All 8 coasters done here at Thorpe Park. There's about an hour and 45 minutes left in the day. I'm gonna have a quick little hydration break. Do kind of want to get another ride on Nemesis, Colossus, and Hyperia if I can. Not sure if I can squeeze all 3 of those in. We'll just have to see. There was the Huss Enterprise too that I wanted to do. I'm not sure if I have enough time for that. But, well, not the worst thing in the world anyway. But I would have liked to have ridden it. Anyways, quick break time, and we'll continue on with more re-rides. Back for another ride on Nemesis Inferno. Ride on Nemesis Inferno. I'd say it's an above average B&M invert, that's for sure. Not as good as Nemesis yesterday, but still a solid ride. Some unique elements. I think I'm gonna do the Huss Enterprise next. There's about an hour left, so I think I have enough time for that. Colossus, and maybe another ride or 2 on Hyperia. So that is coming up next. Myself with these Huss Enterprise. Zodiac, I think it's called. Let's have a ride. House Enterprise. Is there such a thing as House Enterprise credits? Just love them. Probably up to like double digits, I'd say. I'm gonna continue on, have another ride on Colossus. It was at a 10-minute wait last time I checked, so hopefully it stayed that way.
I think screwed the most.
Ride there on Colossus. I do think the restraints are very, very cumbersome, and if you're sitting in an even numbered row, it's very, very tight, hard to get in and out of. Probably even more difficult than the comfort collars on the Premier trains. Still an enjoyable ride. Didn't have too much headbanging on it. This part here, the 4 rolls in a row here, kind of gets to your head there towards the end of the 3rd, going into the 4th roll. Oh yes, Hyperia. That's where I'm headed next. I'm gonna have at least 1 more ride on it, maybe 2 if I can squeeze it in. That's how I'm gonna finish the day. But Colossus, I actually enjoyed. 10 inversions. Did 14 yesterday on Smiler, so racking up the inversions on these 2 days here. Let's finish up on this beast, Hyperia. And I'm back for more Hyperia goodness. Trying to squeeze in a couple rides here at the end of the day. That row 9 ride on Hyperia. That brings it into my first ever visit here to Thorpe Park. My first visit here to UK parks in general. Hyperia is just an incredible ride from start to finish. First drop, there's really nothing like it. It's beyond vertical and then a twist at the end. The hang time element. It's just amazing. Comfortable over the shoulder lap bar. Love those restraints, and it's a hypercoaster with inversions, which is fantastic, which I'd love to see more of in the future. Up next for me is back to mainland Europe and Plopsaland tomorrow, where I'll be riding on my favorite coaster in Europe, and that is Ride to Happiness. This is probably my number 2 now in Europe, taking the throne from Voltron. Definitely a top 10 worthy ride. It's great to get 3 rides on it today, and it's been running all day, so definitely no issues, as it has been having issues the last few days from what I hear. Hyperia, amazing ride. I've had a great day here at Thorpe Park too. Been a little on the chilly side, but clear skies, all coasters running. Also got an Enterprise in, so got some good rides in today. I know these vlogs have been kind of coaster heavy, but it just kind of goes with the shortened park hours, just trying to get in as many coaster rides as I can. I think with some of the upcoming parks, start to see more of a variety of rides as I go back to some parks I've been to in the past, some favorites, as well as some new ones coming up as this Europe trip continues. So with that, signing off from Thorpe Park. Take care, guys.